Welcome, parents, to the Rebellion Virtual Open House. I'm Jake Valtierra, principal here at Riverside Middle School. Today is August 13th, 2020. Briefly, I wanted to review our administration contact information. I'm Jake Valtierra, principal. My extension here at Riverside is 434-7301. There is my email address. You'll notice that below we have listed the contact information for our assistant principal, Mr. Jerry Bowles, our assistant principal, Miss Yolanda Morgan, also our school counselor, Miss Maria Saunders. Their extensions and their email addresses are listed on this slide. Please feel free to contact any member of the leadership team with any questions you might have concerning online learning or remote instruction. So, folks, I just wanted to share a glimpse of what an online interactive classroom would look like. Please know that all of our teachers are working hard to integrate Bitmoji icons and links throughout their Google Classroom this year. Online learning. On Friday, August 7th, YISD board members approved an extension to 100% online learning for 8 weeks. Students' face-to-face instruction would begin October 19, 2020 for those students who choose this option. Parents will still have a choice between sending their student for face-to-face instruction or continue online learning. Intersession will be the week of October 12th through the 16th, 2020. As information changes, our campus will keep our parents informed. Thank you so much for your flexibility as the district reimagines learning and we get ready to reset, reimagine, and respond. We would like to review some brief remote learning expectations for our students. Follow your daily schedule as outlined by your campus. Log in on time and be dressed for school. Be an active learner and participate by showing your face on screen and engaging in instructional experience. Turn in daily assignments and other evidence of learning in your assigned Google Classroom and other requested applications. Take responsibility and advocate for your learning by asking questions and reaching out for help when you need it. Also, attend assigned classes and/or intervention courses virtually and engage in daily learning and assignments. Please remember that daily attendance will be taken. And also, all students are expected to follow all cyber safety rules. Remote learning parent communication. Please know, parents, that we will be sending a link to all the conference time and office hours for each of our teachers through Blackboard. Blackboard is the system that we send you the text messages that usually have a link that you press for more information, such as our monthly newsletter for parents and other special announcements such as announcing conference time and office hours. Also, just a brief reminder that teachers' emails are located on our school website. Also, we wanted to provide a brief overview of the updated attendance policy. Students will be expected to attend virtual learning every day and every class of every day. Attendance will be taken. They are expected to log on by 8:30 a.m. every day. The pre-COVID-19 90% attendance rule will still apply, and failure to meet this rule could result in referral to truancy court and/or loss of credit. Also, a reminder that in the state of Texas, we do have compulsory attendance, which means all of our students across the state are required to attend all of their classes at least 90% of the time to receive credit. Moreover, we wanted to review our grading policy. Students will be graded using the same policy that meets the pre-COVID-19 guidelines. Teachers will no longer give a P for passing or an I for incomplete as grades for participation. This occurred during the fourth 9 weeks of last school year when we were first confronted with the COVID-19 pandemic. Please know, as we start the 2021 school year, we will be using our traditional grading policy. Assignments will be graded on a 0 to 100 scale. All students will be responsible for submitting their assignments on time to receive full credit. Again, just a brief reminder that 45% of a student's course grade is for daily work, 40% is tests and major projects, and the remaining 15% is their 9-week test grade. Those of you who were able to pick up your student supply bags here at Riverside Middle School yesterday from 1 to 7, you received a copy of our regular bell schedule. Please note that we do offer 10 instructional periods here at Riverside Middle because we have a short advisory class at the beginning of the day. Another special consideration on the bell schedule is that zero period is reserved for only a few select band students that work one-on-one with our band director. All other students at Riverside Middle School only attend periods 1 through 10. Also, classes this year are 45 minutes long, with the exception of the shorter advisory period, and we only have 3-minute transitions between periods. At this time, I would like to invite everyone to watch a short, interactive YouTube video prepared by our innovative support teacher, Mr. Fred Macias, and our librarian, Ms. Contreras.
Hello, Riverside Middle School rebels and parents. This is Mr. Macias, the innovative technology support teacher. I, along with some help from Ms. Contreras, our librarian, will be showing you how you will be accessing your classes on the first day of school. You will need to open up a Google Chrome web browser, and you will need to visit the website my.yisd.net. Once again, my.yisd.net. This will take you to our district login page. Here you will enter the same username and password that you use to get into your Chromebook. Once you enter your information, you will click sign in, and this will launch our district portal. If you get this screen that asks you if you want to stay signed in with Microsoft, make sure you click yes. Once in the portal, you will notice a number of buttons that will appear if I scroll down just a little bit. We use Outlook email for all of our email purposes here at Ysleta ISD. We do not use any Gmail accounts. Once again, Ysleta ISD does not use any Gmail accounts. All of our email accounts are through Outlook email. So you will want to click Outlook email. Once you click this button, this will now launch your student email account. What you will do is scroll down and you will start to notice invitations from your teachers to join their Google Classrooms. Here I have an invitation from Ms. Contreras, our librarian, who has invited me to join her first period class. If I scroll down in my email until I see this join button, once I see it, I will go ahead and click join, and this will now enroll me in Ms. Contreras' first period Google Classroom. You will notice that I did not need to enter a code in order to join this classroom. Ms. Contreras has gone ahead and added me into the classroom herself. Once in the classroom, you will be able to see any assignments or announcements that your teacher has posted. If you notice at the top here, right below the class name, I also have a Google Meet link that I will be clicking so that I can join class with Ms. Contreras for face-to-face. Once you click this link, Google Meet will launch and you will be able to see your teacher. I hope this has been useful and helpful. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We are here to help. Have a great night. Have a great year.
Thank you very much, Mr. Macias. Thank you, Ms. Contreras, for all of your help in putting together this informative video on how to access our classes this coming Monday. At this time, I would like to invite our assistant principal, Mr. Jerry Bowles, to share a very interactive, informative presentation on a day in the life of a student during online learning. Without further ado, here's Mr. Bowles.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jerry Bowles. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Riverside Middle School. I wanted to thank you for coming tonight, of course, and also share with you some information about schedules specifically. This week, we have worked with our teachers very, very extensively to prepare them for the coming week and the start of school. One of the things we talked about was schedules. Let me just focus on that piece. First of all, this is a breakdown of how the bell schedule will work this year at Riverside Middle School. You can see there are 10 periods, each of them approximately 45 minutes long. And that's very important, students, because you need to attend every single class. So you need to keep that bell schedule handy so that you know exactly when your second period, your fourth period, your eighth period, when they begin. So this is the schedule that we're going to be following for class by class attendance. What exactly is going to happen in the classes is a huge question. So we have 45 minutes, but what does that 45 minutes entail? Well, let's take a quick look at that. This is an example of one class, 45 minutes long, but notice that there's something going on here. The first row talks about 25 minutes of opening activities, teacher giving you guidelines on what's about to happen, prepping you for the material, and then sharing with you, lecturing, demonstrating things, reading text with you as a group in front of the camera on screen for 25 minutes. But notice that that's not the whole 45, because then 20 minutes of the class happens after that, where the students go offline and they work in small groups through a breakout room in Google Meet, or they work independently, like at the dining room table in your house, and they complete whatever the activity might be that the teacher has given you. At the end of the period, maybe like 5 minutes before the bell, the teacher might tell everyone to come back to the Google Meet for a closing activity. That's an example. Notice that, again, you're not on camera the whole time. You are working on whatever the teacher might have. Let's look at another example. Here's one, very, very different. This one has 5 minutes at the beginning of the period. Let's say it's a science class. You're preparing for a science lab. For 5 minutes, the teacher will take attendance and then review exactly what you talked about for the last few days for this science lab. What you need to accomplish, what kind of data you're going to gather, how you're going to document everything. And then notice the last 40 minutes of that particular day, that period, you drift away from the computer. You go off to do that science lab. Or let's say it's a band class, you go off and you practice the musical piece that the band director has given you. Okay? So it can vary. The whole time, however, notice in the bottom corner, it says teacher is available to assist if offline. The teacher never leaves the computer. The teacher is with you the whole time, maybe working with other students. You need help, you go back to the Google Meet classroom, the teacher is there, you tell the teacher, I got stuck on this part of the science lab, can you help me? And the teacher will help you do that. So you would constantly have that support right behind you. One more example, and this one's really, really different. Notice on this one, on Monday, in this particular class, you meet for the whole 45 minutes with the teacher, and the teacher lays out exactly what's about to happen in that week. But then for Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, you're not there anymore. Now, you check in with the teacher every day. You still have to have attendance taken, but you work independently for those 3 days, 4 days, whatever it might be, on the project that the teacher has assigned. Because in this one, it's a major activity, and the teacher doesn't need to be there with you the whole time. Notice once again, though, bottom left-hand corner, the teacher is available to assist if you're offline. So again, same thing as the other example. You come back, you ask for help whenever you might need that help. Okay? So again, 3 examples. It can be very different. It just depends on that day of the week, that period, that subject, and what that teacher needs to accomplish. I hope that helped. Mr. Valtiera, back to you.
I am going to review some very important Title I information. We are a Title I campus here at Riverside Middle School. So without further ado, I'm going to review some of the federal guidelines. So what is Title I and how can I be involved? So tonight's going to serve as our annual parent meeting. And again, tonight, for the record, is August 13th, 2020. So how do Title I funds help our school? Title I provides federal funding to schools to help students who are low achieving or at most risk of falling behind. Title I is allocated to schools based on the percentage of students eligible for free or reduced lunch. Schools with a percentage of at least 40% are eligible for a school-wide program, which here at the Rebellion at Riverside Middle School, we are a Title I campus. The school uses Title I funds to upgrade the entire educational program of the school. For example, purchasing additional Chromebooks for all of our students. Title I funds are used to serve all children in order to raise academic achievement. Moreover, the funds are used to provide additional assistance to all students who experience difficulties in meeting the state's performance targets on STAR and TELPAS. The school must have a free reduced lunch count of at least 40% to be a school-wide program. Some campuses included with the Community Eligibility Program, the CEP, where lunch applications are not filled out by parents annually. Information is taken from the census. Also, parents, I wanted to let you know that next week, through our advisory teachers, we are going to be sending home a very important form. It'll be sent home electronically, and we will need your assistance in filling out the CEP form, the Community Eligibility Program form, in order for us to submit that documentation to the federal government. so we do thank you in advance for your participation and understanding. Riverside Middle School must also collect and analyze data that affects student achievement. The Rebellion must develop a comprehensive site plan and annually review the effectiveness of this plan. Title I parent notification requirements, a very important part. Due to COVID-19, upon face-to-face instructions, parent volunteers will not be allowed on campus. As district changes policy, we will communicate the policy with you. Just to review briefly our homeschool compact, school teacher responsibilities include providing a safe and caring learning environment where your child will be responsible for his or her behavior and learning, taking into account individual strengths, teaching and modeling campus-wide expectations, keeping you informed of your child's progress on a regular basis, scheduling parent-teacher conferences as needed, also assigning meaningful and relevant work to all of our kids here at the Rebellion. Parent-guardian responsibilities include ensuring that our kids arrive in a punctual manner and attend school every day, ensuring that our kids are prepared with all the required materials and supplies for his or her classes, also ensuring that our kids have a quiet place to complete work, to read, and to study. Moreover, we ask that our parents meet with your child's teachers during parent conference nights. Also, keep your contact information here that we have here at Riverside Middle current so that we know how to contact you if needed. Moreover, ensuring that your child understands and follows all of our campus-wide expectations. Lastly, just to review what we expect our students to be responsible for, we expect our students to be in their assigned seat, ready to work when the tardy bell rings, whether that's in the virtual space or in the regular brick and mortar classroom. And this would be the expectation every day, every period. Furthermore, we expect all of our students to bring all the necessary materials and supplies to their virtual classes, starting Monday, to model kindness and empathy in a positive school environment to all of their peers and to themselves. In addition, we expect our kids to follow all campus-wide expectations at all times, to be respectful of themselves and everyone in our school community, including teachers, staff members, and their peers. Lastly, we expect our students to complete and turn in assigned homework on time and to follow the general campus dress code policy. And again, just a brief reminder, the campus uniforms are not required during our online learning. We just ask that our students are dressed appropriately and follow the general dress code guidelines. Parent involvement opportunities. Communicate regularly with your child's teacher through email, through virtual conferencing, or through telephone, to monitor your child's attendance and grades through the YISD Home Access Center, the HAC, to attend parent nights and school events to support your child's academic and social development. Moreover, to participate in the Campus Education Improvement Committee, the CEIC, which meets 6 times per year, typically 3 times per semester, and also to engage in training opportunities for parents to support remote learning. We also want to remind all of our parents that upon request of parents, the school must provide opportunities for regular meetings for parents to formulate suggestions and to participate as appropriate in decisions about the education of their children. Also, the school must respond to any such suggestions as soon as practically possible. So, school parent communication, parent newsletters. I've sent 2 newsletters thus far to our parents through SMORE. Usually you'll get a text message link on your cell phone. You just need to please click the link and then an internet tab should open on your phone and you'll be able to read the newsletter for the month. Some teachers use Class Dojo, Google Classroom. We always have our school webpage with updated information, the marquee outside of Riverside Middle School, Peach Jar, which we send flyers and notifications to our parents' email addresses, and also callouts and text messages through the Blackboard system. Also, I wanted to take time just to remind all parents that YISD, as we reimagine learning and get ready to reset, reimagine, and respond, have built and constructed a back-to-school central. Questions regarding students' safe return to school can be answered if you visit the YISD Back to School Central webpage. There's the web link. This website contains videos and frequently asked questions that will answer many of your questions. Also, just a reminder to please join us on social media. We do have an active Facebook page. It is Riverside Middle El Paso. Our Twitter handler is at Riverside_MS. And of course, our school webpage, www.yisd.net/Riverside Middle. Just a huge reminder to all of our kids out there, we do miss you, Rebellion. It is not the same starting the school year. And I know I did want to thank our custodial team for maintaining our building and making sure all our well, they look like highways, but they're hallways, are shined and all of our classrooms are sanitized and ready for you. We do miss you. It is not the same not having you here at the building. However, I do want to reassure all of our parents and students that our faculty and staff have been working tirelessly around the clock to prepare an appropriate and engaging learning experience in the virtual space. So sit back as we reimagine learning and get ready to reset, reimagine, and respond. At this time, I would like to exit presentation mode and invite our department chair for our English Language Arts and Reading department to share a glimpse of what her Google Classroom looks like. I would like to present Department Chair Ms. Loretta Padilla.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to an extraordinarily special new school year for everybody involved, parents, community, teachers, for administration, the students especially. What a special year we're headed to. So what I'm going to do is show you very quickly what your student is going to see as soon as they've accepted their invite to their classes. Now, the way to do this is to follow Mr. Macias' email instructions on how to log on to these Google Classrooms that we have all been working so diligently to organize and to get ready for Monday. So once you've accepted the invitation, this is an example of what you'll be seeing when you log on, even tonight. So hopefully you can log on tonight and see a little bit and meet your advisory teacher, but this is basically what you'll be seeing this evening. Once you log on to Google Classroom, the student will see all of their classes here by title. They may not be in order, but I believe the student can arrange that. Some teachers are still working on class times, so pay attention to this as well. But this evening, hopefully you have a chance to log on and meet your advisory teacher. There's a very short presentation with your advisory teachers this evening. So you'd be going to your advisory class as such. In order to meet with your teacher, you will have two methods to join them live. You'll go to either the banner here and you'll have the link here, or as I've done it as well, I've put it into an announcement. So this is the link. I was hoping that you all signed in to watch the live streaming. And here is my link to join me here in a couple minutes for the advisory presentation. So parents, you can log on here with your student up here on the banner. If it's not there, if it's disabled, teachers might have included it here. Some teachers may not be present for this evening's meeting. However, they may have put an announcement there, including a presentation and just reiterating some of the information that Mr. Bowles had presented to us just now. So I hope that answers your questions, Mr. Valtierra, on how our students will be logging on here this evening with their parents.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much, Ms. Padilla. We do appreciate all of your hard work and your leadership here at the Rebellion.
No problem.
Parents, students, we do want to invite you at this time to please log on to your YISD email and please open up the email from your first period teacher and click the link. You will then be brought right into their Google Classroom. And there, just as our department chair demonstrated, either at the top on the banner or in the announcement section, there will be a Google Meet link. If you would please click that Google Meet link, our instructors will be waiting for you. If for whatever reason a faculty member was not able to join us tonight, they have left an announcement and a brief presentation and a few slides for you to review. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for coming to our first virtual open house and Title I Parent Night. Please, parents, as a parent myself, I have 3 little ones at home. I understand the challenges, and we want to thank you sincerely for your patience and understanding as we navigate the COVID-19 pandemic. Please rest assured that our faculty and staff stand ready to meet the challenge and to overcome any obstacle that will come our way. We love our kids here at Riverside Middle School. Our dedication to academic excellence and persevering whatever challenges come our way remains steadfast, and I wanted to reinforce that with you all. I'm excited for Monday. I know it is a very unusual way to start the school year, but nonetheless, we will meet the challenge head on and be successful. We love our kids, and please join your advisor teacher right now. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you again for attending.
Una nota muy importante también, esta información será transmitida en español el día de mañana en nuestra página de internet de la escuela. Gracias.